Look who we have here.
Woohoo!
Mr. Globetrotting right now.
Yep. The East Coast, I guess.
I mean, that's still, you're still moving across the globe, so
This
still
is the
stands.
literal fact. This is literal, yes. In the great state of Ohio this weekend or this week. So I had to be going back home tomorrow, but it's been an interesting change of pace being out here. Sure.
Oh yeah. And it's the first time in like a few episodes that we've been able to be together.
Mm-hmm. I know. Like I definitely made time for this one today, guys. So
Yeah. So obviously we're recording this and we're not live because of course Marcelo is in a different time zone. Mm-hmm. So we are here. But yeah, this is still the United We Nerd podcast where a couple of nerds just hang around, talk about some nerdy ass shit. Usually we are live on twitch.tv/United We Nerd. And of course, you could watch or listen to this on podcast services or on youtube.com/@United We Nerd. With that out of the way, Marcelo, what's been up? You've been a busy boy.
Just that's just life these days, man. I know nothing else but being busy, But on the nerd front, just been watching a ton of movies. Before we started recording, started talking about horror movies a little bit, which I'm sure I think Joel wants to get into it a little bit, talk about some of the movies he's seen, and I can talk about a little bit of what I've seen. Just funny that we both ended up watching horror movies in the past couple of weeks. Just weird cosmic timing.
Of course.
It's like you know each other.
Almost.
We didn't even tell each other. No, we didn't even tell each other. I didn't tell them at all.
None of this was planned. And then alongside that, I've been to, past couple of weeks, I've been to like a bunch of, I guess not a bunch of concerts, but I've been to 2 different concerts in the same week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which has been a ton of fun. But not much time for video games. Haven't played anything in a little bit. I've kind of taken a break again just because I have other little things popping up here and there. So,
So you went to was it Muse that you went to?
Yep, it was Evanescence and Muse. That was one day, and then a couple days later, I went to go watch Gojira and Mastodon.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
metal.
How was that,
dude? It was. Listen, let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me give you my biased opinion about a Muse live show. It's
all right.
It's one of the best live shows you'll ever experience from a band. It sounds so good. Everything is so well produced. And it was my 3rd time watching them. I can't wait for the 4th. And I'm the guy that comes in.
Oh no!
Oh, we lost him. He's gone. Mute.
That hotel Wi-Fi.
Muse owns him now. Yep.
Well, are you with us, Marcelo? Oh. He's refreshing.
Oh, there we go.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we see you.
Yep.
We
hear you.
We lost you when your phone started ringing.
Oh no. Yeah. So Muse, best concert ever. Mastodon, Gojira, peak metal. It was a lot of fun. Very loud. Very loud.
Well,
but let me tell you.
Of course.
If any of you guys have ever been to a metal concert, it's literally the nicest people you've ever met. Everybody takes care of each other.
That's nice. Yeah,
I believe it.
I remember seeing Mastodon. They opened for Alice in Chains a long time ago.
Damn.
It was good though.
No, it was solid for sure.
But I want to ask you, because I haven't been able to ask you yet. What was it like seeing like Evanescence live in 2023?
20 years later, amazing. She still got it. She still, Amy Lee still has it. It was so good. It was such a such a nostalgic experience, you know. I mean, they played a lot of their new stuff, which I'm not too familiar with, but I knew all the old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a ton of fun. and then Muse, I knew every single song. The people that I went with, I was like, not only did I know every single song, I knew every like bridge that connects the songs together when they transition. It's like I knew everything. I was here for it. And the visuals were great animatronics, giant set pieces and stuff like that.
Wait, so like no, let's like take me through this because I've never been to a Muse concert. So you said animatronics. Like what does that mean?
All right, so like half the set they have like giant dude in the background whose head like rotates and like his hand rotates and he has like a giant light in his hand. And I'll have to send you videos after this, Brian. It's really insane.
Okay.
And then for like their last two songs, it like the whole arena went dark. And out of nowhere, like a demonic thing came out with like giant like horns and shit and like two giant hands on the side of dude, it was insane. I'll have to send you these videos.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were doing a seance at the end of the concert. That's
listen,
wild.
It was also my first night trying some stuff, so I was watching this on a different level. And you know, it was definitely an experience, but totally worth it. 100%.
To say you're on another level is an understatement.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Definitely all I'll say is that colors were a little bit brighter that night. So
hell yeah.
You know.
That's cool.
But it was totally worth it. I've had a ton of fun. And actually this year for me I'm actually doing a ton of concerts this year. There's still a couple left this year that I think I'm going to go to, but much lower key in the sense of artists. Taylor Swift is next, guys. We're going from Mastodon and Muse to Taylor Swift.
That's right. You actually got tickets.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I got my tickets.
So did you have to bend the knee to like Sir Ticketmaster to get these tickets? Was that hard for you?
No, well, I mean, the day was super stressful, right? Because like Ticketmaster crashed, and then they pushed back the pre-sale later, and I got my tickets at face value. Like I paid for pretty decent seats. I paid a normal exaggerated price. So I don't feel too bad about it. Of course, they charge like $60 or something per ticket for service fees, and I bought 4 tickets. So
dang.
That Ticketmaster fee.
Mm-hmm.
That
you think about it, right? It's kind of a monopoly because
no, it is. That's why they're having trouble. That's why they're having trouble in court right now.
Yeah,
like Live Nation is owned by Ticketmaster or vice versa, and then they own a ton of other like platforms. It's like you can't escape it, man.
They own venues too.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like I was at the Concord Pavilion, which is a Live Nation arena.
Yep. Well, I heard Taylor Swift is really good live, though.
I'm excited for it. I mean, she plays for like fucking 3 hours or something.
Oh, does she give you Does she give you the Paul McCartney treatment?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. And then this week, tomorrow, I need to get my hands on some K-pop tickets to watch Blackpink. So
Blackpink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with that. Is this like a new popular K-pop? Like I feel like there's like K-pop bands like coming up every like month. There's like a new K-pop band that everybody's crazy over.
No, they're not. They're not new. They just played at Coachella last weekend.
Oh,
last weekend? Yeah, nice. Last weekend. So they had a huge thing, and I was like, this is probably a sign that they're gonna come. They're gonna come tour the U.S. because they never do that.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, thanks to the TikTok algorithm, I was like, start your pre-order now. You know, like all this stuff.
They know.
Yeah. So
Get
I'm
him
gonna try to
before
get
we
my
lock
hands on
you out.
those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Charge an
Yeah.
arm and a leg.
And then Joel, I was gonna ask you, man, Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, and Too Short gonna be in my area.
What a combination! What the fuck? When is it?
It's like in August. You want to go? Let's go.
Maybe. I mean, after seeing Kendrick, I'm kind of like, damn, there's no one else. But that might be. I mean, Snoop's getting pretty old though, so
Snoop and Wiz Khalifa
Snoop's
seems like such a chill concert, though.
Yeah,
he is.
Maybe it might be a good idea. Still got to see Turquoise Jeep Records one day.
Dude, I would. Are they even still together? I don't think so. I think they've broken up, man.
Oh shit!
Have they?
I'll have to do some research.
I was totally listening to their music on the flight over here, by the way. I was like, yeah, treat me like a pirate, you know?
Give me that booty.
But yeah, so just, I've been kind of listening to music and then wanting to dig out my drum set again. All this music's got me like hammering to play my drum set again, so I need to figure this out and find some space for it.
In the kids' room.
I should just kick the kids out.
There you go. You know how to make money on YouTube?
So I checked Turquoise Jeep Records Wikipedia, and they have no entries past 2013.
Oh, no!
But it doesn't say they broke up. There's just no entries. Oh, they're still around. Their last released thing was in December.
Oh, dude.
Actually, they're on tour. Oh no, you guys just missed them. They were here on the 12th.
What?
They were here on the 12th.
Okay, next time. We can't deny it. We got to actually see them when they come back.
Oh, man. We could have seen Flint Flossie known across the nation.
Yeah, their tour just ended like last week. They ended in Portland. That's wild. Holy shit.
Still going.
All right, well.
Anyways, what's up with you guys? What have you guys been up to?
Joel, how about you go first?
Let's see. A couple weeks ago, did I say I played D&D with Josh, who's been on the show before? We did Call of Cthulhu. He's like a D100. It was pretty cool doing that with a new group of people. I've never done it before, so have that going on. That was fun. We played investigators in the 20s. We went to like this church that we shouldn't have went to. It's like midnight mass. We got out somehow. They're infecting the water. That was pretty fun. And a D100, for those who don't know, is literally like a ball. And it just kept rolling on the table. It was really annoying, actually. Just like, we were all just looking at it for like 20 seconds waiting for it to stop. Did that. That was pretty cool.
Before you continue, that reminded me. Did you hear that Critical Role announced that they're making their own game?
I believe so, yeah. Like past couple weeks.
Like last
week
or so.
Like a new IP kinda.
Well, no, it's their own version of D&D. They're making their own independent version. They're gonna make two. There's gonna be like a short formed one, and there's gonna be one that's like for long form campaigns that's kind of similar to 5th edition, but they've officially just kind of like, they're kind of separating from well, they didn't officially say that they're separating from Dungeons and Dragons, but I mean,
I was gonna say from Hasbro. Are they seceding from Hasbro, trying to get away from Hasbro?
I mean, when you announce your own game system, I mean, that's kind of the conclusion that people kind of come to.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm sure with them behind it, it'll be really well done and fun, and hopefully not riddled with a bunch of arbitrary rules and shit, because that just bogs everybody down.
Oh yeah, and they won't be backtracking on their licensing rules.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Sarah and I, we purchased Lost Legacy Uncharted. We're almost done with the Uncharted journey.
Nice.
We just haven't put it in. We went so hard on Uncharted. Now we're like, okay, what do we do next? But Lost Legacy, we have it, got it used. We found it. We were surprised. We're like, oh, does GameStop have it? Oh, it does. Nice. Let's see what else. Hung out with some friends this past weekend. It was Matt's birthday. He's also been on the show. We did like a jam session. We played Jackbox. That was fun. I haven't done that in a minute. Where you do the patent game. You sell things.
That was a good game.
That was a good one. Yeah, selling or how to get rid of ectogasms. That was pretty funny. And
do you guys jam? Do you guys are you guys in a house or in an apartment?
We're in Matt's house. So
okay, it's a house.
His dad's house, and he has an electric drum set, guitar and bass. Jack brought a bass, which he bought recently. It's really nice. I brought my guitar and the amp that I bought from Diego, and we were just jamming. I brought my synth, and it was fun. We played some songs he wanted to play. He just put it up on a monitor. We had a nice little funk jam. It was fun. I did a little bit of drumming. It was really bad. I was like, I'm sorry, Jameson. He's like, it was entertaining. I was like, okay. All right, I'll take that.
I need to come through one of these days.
Hell yeah, dude! Show us where it's at. Bring the drumming.
Time to walk in, show him up.
Drop the stick.
Slap Jameson's drumsticks out of his hand.
Listen,
yeah, it's a nice electric set too. It's nice.
It's pretty nice. It looks pretty decent.
Yeah. Let's see. That was pretty fun, and then we played Code Names. It's like the After Dark naughty version. It was pretty funny. There's some bullshit, but yeah, fuck you, Adam, wherever you are, you bastard.
Hey, don't be hating.
I'm hella hating. That was some bullshit, man.
So Marcelo,
some heart of the cards moment where he clutches it. Man.
So Marcelo, I need to paint this picture for you. So we played 2 rounds of Code Names, right? First round, Joel's team.
So really quick, what is Code Names? So I have no experience.
So Code Names is this game where you have 2 teams, and each team has kind of like a leader, and the leaders get to look at this little like card, and on the card shows you where you place these little like cards that have like words on them. And then the little space card shows you where like your team spaces are. And the whole point of the game is that your leader is only allowed to give you 1-word clues along with how many cards that word can relate with. And then the team is supposed to try to guess what those, like which cards to pick, like they're on the table, right? And so like you have like team red, team blue, and you have like neutral spaces that don't win you anything, and then there's 1 black space. If a team picks the black space, then the game's over and they lose automatically. So on our
the first game,
second round, their team gets the black one. But here's where the bullshit happens. In our second round, Joel's team is winning, like outright. They literally had maybe like 1 or 2 words left to guess, right? And our team
one.
What, it was 1? Oh fuck, that makes it even better for us.
Bastard.
So for 3 rounds, we kept like hitting and missing. So we at that point we got like maybe like 2 of our words out of the like 7 or so that we were supposed to guess. And there's an official rule in the game where the leader can say infinite, because the rules state whatever word that the leader picks, you have to make those guesses. And then if you guess all of them right, you get an extra guess. But if the leader says gives you infinite guesses, you can guess as many times as you get right. And then once you guess wrong, that ends your turn. And so literally on that last turn, we guessed all 5 of our words correctly and won the game.
According to Fernando, though, you guys walked it back. You said one guess and then infinite. He was like, "This is a technicality. You guys cheated."
Hey,
I was egging him on.
Everybody agree. Like no one fucking said no. You can't do that. We even almost walked it back too, but no, they let us go. So I ain't complaining.
It was a good match. We were just all flabbergasted. We're like, "What the fuck? This is bullshit."
Sounds like someone's a little jealous.
Always, forever. I told Brian the new Destiny raid. I don't know if I mentioned it before. I got the new exotic gun. It's really cool.
The shotgun?
Under 10 tries. Yeah, the shotgun. It's really cool.
Sick.
Called conditional finality, where it first shot freezes an opponent, second shot it can blow them up with solar. It's really cool. So yeah, the new raid's pretty fun. Destiny content.
The shotgun kind of looks like a Switch.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's like the neon red and blue, like the Joy-Cons. So it looks like a Joy-Con shotgun.
It really does. But before that, or maybe it was the same week, went to see my friend Jen in the city. We were going to do a movie day with some other friends. I went to a comic book store. I haven't gone to one in a while. And there's this really good chicken sandwich spot. It was the best I ever had. It's like world famous. We got to go. It's in Oakland. It was like, oh my God, it was so good, guys. Like I dreaming about that sandwich.
So
anyway,
shout it out. Like what?
I don't remember what it was called though.
What made the sandwich that, like, in your opinion, like the godliest of sandwiches? Like I need you to explain to me. Like
it was just like the breading, the flavor, the coleslaw. It was just the bread. It was just perfect.
Did you go to Proposition Chicken?
No, what's that?
Proposition Chicken.
Proposition Chicken.
Oh, it's a good ass chicken sandwich in Oakland. If you're telling me, because you're talking about coleslaw. It's like hot chicken, coleslaw.
No, I don't think it's Proposition.
Brother.
What are these food places in Oakland I have never heard of before?
Oakland's got a good food scene, man.
Found it. World famous Hot Boys chicken. That's what it was. It was
famous
fucking
Hot Boys
good
chicken.
And I didn't get hot. I didn't want to destroy my body after. I just got the mild. It was so good. So good. But after that we went to a comic book store. And I got Blue Beetle.
What happens when you hit your 30s, man? You can't risk it.
Oh no, you can't, man. You can't. But yeah, hey, if you're in Oakland or by Oakland, world famous Hot Boys chicken. Yeah, I'll shout them up forever. That was oh my God. So good. So fucking good. But yeah, comic book store went after that. Because the new Blue Beetle movie's coming out and it looks sick. I actually got a volume of it. Check that out too. Been reading that. Got Taskmaster 2 and a Beta Ray Bill comic. Yeah, that's most of my nerdy stuff. But lastly,
DC comic.
Yeah, I did. I if you know me, I'm all about Marvel. All up in Marvel's business. I've tried some DC ones. I was disappointed, but I was willing to give Blue Beetle a chance, the Jaime Reyes one, because Blue Beetle looks fucking sick.
Kevin Feige is going to be breaking down your door in a matter of
minutes.
He's
like we signed some NDAs in a second, contracts. But the first movie on our list for that day was Megan. It's like the robotic doll girl that befriends a child, and basically, of course, it's a horror movie. Horror unfolds. There's some really bad things happening, and it's kind of in line with like AI stuff pretty well. So it's kind of like, should we shouldn't, but we did. It was pretty fun though, and it's ridiculous. But we watched the unrated version. Quick spoiler for the unrated version: she fucking blasts someone's face off with acid. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like blown away. I was like, "Damn, that's raw."
Watch the unrated version too.
God, it was a fun ride.
Good.
Yeah,
it was a lot better than I expected. Oh, I started watching Cocaine Bear the other day.
How was that?
Finished.
I finished that. I was going to go into that next. It's ridiculous and entertaining, and everyone who's in it, and the writing, the story Elizabeth Banks directed, it knows what it is. It's silly. It's fun. It's It's Cocaine Bear. You know what you're getting into when you watch it. And of course, Ray Liotta does a good job. R.I.P. One of his last projects. I think there's one more, but
Literally, if you're going into that movie expecting something else but nonsense, then you're definitely not. You're definitely in the wrong place. Because are you expecting Oscar-worthy filmmaking from a movie called Cocaine Bear? Like,
oh god.
Hey, you never know. There could be like one or two judges that are just like, you know what, this speaks to me. It's like, oh, what speaks?
This is the one.
If there was an Oscar for ridiculousness, that movie should have gotten it, because for sure, like that.
And the Oscar for the most excessive amount of cocaine use.
It truly is. Like, oh man. There's this quick scene where like they're in like the ranger like area, right, with the tables and stuff. They're talking. The bear like breaks in to kill people, and it's ridiculous how it like just goes to town on one of these like. There's like this gang, right, that's like bothering people, and like like
the best part about that is that it's very loosely based on a true story.
Very loosely based.
Like in the real life, yes, they got into cocaine, but it like killed the bear.
Yeah, it didn't survive.
So what you're saying is this is the alternate reality where the bear gets superpowers.
Yeah,
it goes on a murder rampage.
Where it goes.
Yeah,
it's like watching that movie Rubber. Have you seen that movie?
Rubber.
It's this supernatural horror movie where a tire. It's a sentient tire.
Yes. Holy shit! You just unlocked the high school memory.
And it has psychic powers and blows people's heads off. It's a fucking tire.
Holy shit! Funny.
Okay.
I didn't know that existed.
Okay. So it's roughly in that vein then.
No, not at all. I just wanted to talk about that movie.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then after we watched Cocaine Bear, we watched Barbarian, and remember my wife watched it with her friend, and they're like, you just won't expect what happens for a horror movie. I was like, it's called Barbarian, right? What, it can't be that that many twists or anything for a horror movie. And I was wrong, dude. There was like an interesting set of things that happened. I'm gonna say is like this person kind of like, of course, suspend your belief. You're going to an area you shouldn't. You should doing things you shouldn't be doing. Like, oh, there's a mysterious door. Should I pull it? Yeah, okay, sure. But I mean, I was just blown away. Like, what the fuck? And, man,
this movie is essentially like the first 30 minutes are definitely a huge red herring. You think it's being set up for something totally different than it ends up being.
Yeah. And one of the leads, like, you think he's gonna maybe turn and whatever, but yeah, like Marcelo's red herring. And then we have this huge pivot in the middle, which is a good twist too. And you find out, like, it's dealing with a lot of shitty people, but it just ends up one person not being shitty. I don't know. It's, if you're into horror and you haven't watched Barbarian, you gotta watch it. So, like, it was
the change for me was so drastic midway through the movie that, like, I thought I accidentally changed the movie or something. Like, I thought I hit something on my controller, because all of a sudden it's like boom. It's like it just comes out of nowhere, and you're like, what
so blatant. Yeah.
So is there a spoilery explanation of why it's called Barbarian?
Oh man,
I'm guessing that's a no.
Yeah, it's so hard to get into because the first act of the movie is so different from the rest.
Yeah.
And it definitely all ties together at the end, but like it's just so hard to get there without spoiling something. You're gonna have to watch it, Brian. Okay. And it's not like over the top grotesque or anything like that.
Is it more of like a thriller than a?
I think it's more. I think it's a lighter thrill. It's like a thriller movie more than like a downright horror movie.
Okay.
Yeah, like horror light thriller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not too bad. Like
it's horror light for sure.
Yeah.
I could probably
definitely some moments I was like, what the fuck? I want to be more specific, but also You gotta watch it. This is a movie I can't give any more
So
details.
I guess to try to like hone this in, would you say that it's scarier than the It series?
No.
Okay.
Like, I think it
the
has more jump
horror.
scares. Like
I
it
feel like the
purposely is trying
horror,
to scare you.
Yeah.
horror, it is a little bit more in your face. I don't feel like Barbarian was super, super, super gory.
Okay.
No.
So it's kind of more of like you sit with it than it just like coming
Yeah.
at you. Okay.
I'm
That
still
no see
sitting with it.
now see that I think I vibe with more. Just because like for me, like as far as like jump scary movies, it was like kind of like that zone where I'm like comfortable enough to like watch it, but I knew if it went any further than that, then I'd probably be like, this isn't my cup of tea anymore, you know?
Yeah, no, it's you can digest it. It's not
Okay.
like it's not that bad. Not like what I'm watching, which you would absolutely hate. I was talking to you guys before we started recording that I started watching Terrifier, which is like
Terrifier.
it's like pretty. I guess it's pretty cult. It's like a pretty cult famous type of horror movie. I was like, I got nothing to do here in Ohio. I'm gonna start watching a bunch of movies. And it's just funny. I'm just like running through everything I've seen in the past 2 days. Like I watched that movie Ambulance with Jake Gyllenhaal,
Oh,
it's that
yeah. Like
Yeah,
bank
you
heist gone
Abdul
wrong or
Mateen,
something.
Dr. Manhattan.
yeah. But now the I'm trying to think of the director's name, and it just totally
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. Thank you so much. My brain
Of
totally
course, it's a
stopped.
Michael Bay joint.
Fuck, like I can't stand Michael Bay movies anymore, guys. Holy fuck! If I
He
have
was
to see another, if I have to see another drone like fly down like the side of a building and into a scene, I'm gonna. I don't know, guys. It was so. The
he used to
movie was
support
cool,
Transformers. This guy was the #1 Transformers movie supporter.
guys. It's just this is like a Transformers level action movie about a bank heist with
So
like
all the
the same amount of
explosions.
explosions as a
Jesus.
standard Transformers movie.
Well, that's maybe why my dad liked it then.
Oh yeah, I mean, the whole time you're just like, like
Apparently there's a twist. I don't know. I'm not excited.
light.
The twist is that they're just some average people trying to make a better life for themselves, but then they just keep getting in the sticky situations.
Really, what the message was, it was really just about the friends that they made along the way. So
Of course.
that's kind of what it ended up being. And then I
When do the
watched.
Ninja Turtles come in?
Like third act, right at the end.
Oh. I was going to ask you guys, are those movies actually good? Like, I never saw them. Are they made just for kids, or were they actually decent?
So
like, I never watched them.
It's definitely like a Nickelodeon like movie, but if you like the Ninja Turtles, you'll like the movies.
Okay.
Like
yeah, it's fun.
Like I remember me and Jameson went to see the first one in theaters, and it actually wasn't like terrible. It actually had moments where like it was genuinely entertaining.
All right.
Which I get is not much to say about like a Michael Bay movie, but I still haven't seen the second one to this day. I don't know if I ever will, but the first one is fine. It's like if you have
Yeah, it
nothing
was
to
fun.
do.
And then I watched the movie. Which one?
Is it Sam Worthington? Was he one of the Ninja Turtles?
Sam Worthington, Alan Richardson, the guy who's playing Jack Reacher. No,
He's a Ninja Turtle too? Wow.
Hold on.
yeah, dude. Megan Fox is in it, I think, too.
Yeah, right. They probably think she's hot or something, right?
And yeah, she plays Amy. Is that her name?
What? April.
What is April? Thank
April
you.
O'Neil?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean yeah. So I watched Ambulance, and then I watched that movie Smile. which is like, I guess, like a horror movie.
What the fuck? Sorry to interrupt, but I just looked up the cast for the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movie. Johnny Knoxville was Leonardo.
What?
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's like you have Alan Richardson as Raphael. You have Pete Polinsky as wait, what? Pete Polinsky is the body for Leonardo. Johnny Knoxville was the voice. What the fuck? Tony Shalhoub was the voice of Splinter? What the fuck is this? Why did I not know this before? Wow. Holy shit.
Oh, you're going through it now.
I'm going through it. Wow, okay. I would have never put 2 and 2 together. Holy. Johnny Knoxville.
Hey, man, he had his moment in the 2000s. He was all over the place. He did Men in Black. He did that movie with Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, is that the one with the highway?
Wait.
Trying to stop,
he was in Men in Black. He was in. I think he was in Men in Black 2 and 3.
I think he was in 2 for sure.
He was that alien that had the second head.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That was the one with
Rosario Dawson, right?
Rosario Dawson, yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah, you're right. Damn, okay.
Just doing a nostalgia walkthrough today.
I haven't seen Men in Black in a long ass time.
I just like less than 3 months ago I watched all 3.
You didn't watch the fourth one?
I hate that one. That one was boring. I totally even forgot that they made like a reboot.
What was it, like Men in Black International or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
anyways,
damn, there's just so much movies. Brian, what have you been up to, man?
Yeah, let's hear what you've been up to.
Okay. So, I've been doing my thing. I've just been, playing some games. Playing the Fortnite, having fun. The Attack on Titan stuff came out for Fortnite. And I don't think I talked about it on the last podcast. But yeah, it's, I'm personally not like the biggest Attack on Titan fan in the world, but the stuff they added in the game's pretty fun. If you guys remember me talking about back when Spider-Man was in the game and they had the web slinging, they kind of have the same thing. They have the omnidirectional, the like movement gear kind of shit in the game, and it works pretty much exactly the same. You could just like zip line through, trees and shit like that. The added bonus with that is that it also has a like a melee attack attached to it, because they have their fucking like swords and shit. And it's actually interesting that it's not busted, because I was like thinking, okay, they're shelling all this money out to get the license for Attack on Titan. They're probably gonna make their stuff really broken, but surprisingly, it's actually not bad, because how they made it work is that they have the melee attack do like a light lock, and so it doesn't recognize you trying to do a move until you like actually look at a target. But then once you do that, it's not a guarantee that you'll hit them, because the person could just move out of the way, and then you just gotta come in for an attack. They also have like a spear that just like self detonates, so you can just like kind of throw it at like a building or something, and it blows up the building, which is fun.
Yeah, it like sits on their arms, right? And they like shoot it off or something.
Yeah, but they like made it like 2 separate weapons in
cool.
this, so it's not like one big package, like, so you can have like a variety. And they have you do like little missions like around the map, and they have like these little standees that look like Titans, and then you're supposed to kind of like do the the melee attack to it like you would in the show. And then
That's cool.
they have like the
It's
little
crazy how much Fortnite's evolved.
dude. Fortnite is a fucking monster, dude. Like ever since they cracked open that nut of like anime, they've been like so far the 3 major like anime collaborations they've done so far, I feel like they've all pretty much hit it out of the park. Cause Naruto was the first one, and that was pretty sick. It wasn't super like fancy though. It wasn't until like when they did the thing with Dragon Ball, which was like the thing, because like you had like the Nimbus Cloud, everybody was shooting out Kamehameha waves everywhere. Um, riding on Shenron, coming down from the battle bus, that kind of crazy shit. And so, I was a little surprised because I was thinking that they would actually like have like a big huge like map event where like a Titan would come out somewhere. And so that's like, all right. I could see why this probably take up a lot of like memory and shit that would like bog down the game. But yeah, you just kind of do all the missions and you unlock Aaron Yeager and you do your little like survey scout pose and shit like that, and everybody's having a good time.
Can you turn into the Titan
No,
as Aaron?
no.
Oh, missed opportunity.
It's very basic, which I guess is understandable because like they'd rather have like the gear for people to fuck around with instead of like trying to figure out how are we gonna make Aaron like grow like 5 times his size during and make it not broken. So yeah, just kind of been grinding out that a little bit. I got the opportunity to hop on to Kevin's stream for round 2 gaming. He recently just got the new WWE game, and so I challenged him to a match live on his own stream.
Nice.
So in the process of doing this, I realized another practice that 2K does that I hate so fucking much. So let me kind of set the scene for you guys here. So I don't know how much it is like for the other sports games that 2K does, but this is for like WWE in general. So the biggest like edition like version of the game is like the Icon edition, right? That's like at $112 version. Comes with the game, all the pre-order shit, all of the DLC, starter packs, whatever. It also comes with 2 versions of the game, depending on which system you have. If you're on an Xbox, it gives you the Xbox One and the Series X version. It's like, okay. Or if you have PlayStation, it's PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. They've done this before. This isn't the first year they've done this. So I always wonder, it's like, it's like, why are they just throwing like them individually like in one pack? It's like, okay. So I finally dawned on me that wait, these games aren't crossplay. So Kevin got the Xbox One version. I've been playing on the Series X version. If I want to play with Kevin, I had to download the Xbox One version, which means if I didn't buy the Icon edition, I wouldn't have gotten to be able to play with Kevin, because that means I would have had to buy the Xbox One version again, which is like another like $65-$70.
What?
That's whack.
And here's the kicker. Because they're considered 2 different versions, none of the shit that I've done in the Series X version carries over to the Xbox One version, so it's a clean slate.
What?
It's so fucking stupid.
That's archaic as fuck.
I can't, it's like, and literally they're doing it so that they could make, like, this is just my opinion, this isn't fact, but my opinion is that they do that just so that they can make the higher up editions of the game more expensive. Because like think about it this way,
And not only do you have to install a second game, like that just takes up so much more storage. Like, why do I need storage for 2 of the same game?
Right.
Not only that, but you have to re-download the separate version of the game plus the separate version of all of the DLC that comes with it. So that all the starter kits, all of the DLC packs there are going to be unlocked. So that means from now on, if I want to play with Kevin, I have to keep downloading 2 separate versions of each thing that gets released throughout the next year. How fucking... It's 2023. How hard is it to make your game cross-play? I'm sure...
Manisms.
Now...
Well, and then they ask themselves why their like studio is in the shitter, right? Like why does no I mean, it's crazy because people still buy FIFA, people still buy all these fucking games, but it's like, how much longer can they get away with this kind of bullshit? You know, like.
Well, you know why? Because 2K has the NBA license. 2K owns, well, 2K is in the Take-Two family, which means they also make money from Rockstar. They're making that GTA money. So that's why they could think they can get away with it. And also 2K like has been on this like spree of doing like these like really bogus like microtransactions in their sports games for years. Like egregious like microtransactions. But yeah, it's so ridiculous. Like I can understand like, okay, you make them separate because you want like the current edition, like console editions to look a little bit nicer. But like, to be honest, I'd rather have the game look a little bit less nicer if that means I could play on my Series X like version of the game with my friend who's on the Xbox One, like every other game that we own, right? Like how many times have we played together in Destiny 2? We didn't have to worry about who has what version.
Sea of Thieves.
Or Sea of Thieves, you know.
Back 4 Blood.
Any game, you know. It's just like,
yeah.
So I had to re-download the game again. And so, you know, that was like an hour where I was just hanging out with him on a stream and we couldn't play together. So we finally got a match in. And I fucking beat him, boy. I did it for
the stream.
United We Nerd came represented, fucking came out the fucking victor. So that's 1-0. That's 1-0 round 2. That's 1-0.
Actually, that's 2-0. They've lost twice, but we were a different entity. We're not going to talk about that, but
that's true. That's true.
They lost to Soul Calibur.
It's all right. It's legacy. It's a legacy thing.
It's a legacy thing. We have the records. It's still there.
Yeah. 2-0, baby.
But yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, I appreciate that he had me come on the stream. It was really fun. We might do some stuff later. I suggested that the My GM mode is multiplayer, so we might try to coordinate some GM mode action, which is pretty much been all the rage for like the WWE 2K like community recently. So that'd be fun. Let's see. I did that. Oh, so I got a game on Friday. Well, I didn't get a game. I got access to a game on Friday. You guys might have heard of it. It's called Disney Speedstorm. It is the combat kart racer that is made by Gameloft, who, for people that don't know, Gameloft is pretty much, for the longest time, was like one of the like mobile game developers. Did the Asphalt series. Most recently, they did the Disney Dreamlight Valley, which has been, from what I could tell, at least from our friends that play it, have been very popular, very fun. So they released their early access version of the game. So it's not out yet, because their plan is that this is going to be a free-to-play game but they released an early access version which you had to buy into. So you had to buy one of their starter packs, like their founders packs. And I watched some reviews first, and I kind of looked at it, I was like, all right, this seems kind of fun. So, I bought in. I gave him my money because, I'm a Disney shill, for people that don't realize that. For people that don't realize that. Um, so, um, where should I begin? Because I have a lot. I have a lot to analyze. So this is pretty much, a free to play Mario Kart with Disney characters. Um, that being said, it plays surprisingly well. Like the carts handle really good. The courses are really neat. So like the courses are like all based off like Disney properties and stuff like that. But then within each course, they have different layouts. And so like you can go in, you can choose a course and you can choose like a different tracks. Like think of it like how like a Forza or a Gran Turismo plays, where when you select your course, you can select what version of the track you want to play. It kind of plays like that. So it doesn't alter it too much, but it like gives you different variations of the track, which is cool. Um and you have your items, you can do your drifts. One thing that I noticed right away is like, oh wait, so usually like in Mario Kart you drift to like do a little boost, right? Or it does that, but it also has a boost bar which fills up, and then you can, when you fill it up, you can hit the A button to do like a manual like, boost. So this game is made to be surprisingly very like like fast and action packed. Um so that's kind of like the car racing, and like the combat. You have your items. Each character is a different archetype. There's 4 archetypes. There's speedsters, there is brawlers, defenders, and tricksters. And for the most part, they're all mostly the same. Um, Depending on each character, they'll have a different item pool, and they'll have like a class ability that will be added into the pool. Uh, but because it's a free to play game, there's also going to be, items you have to collect to level up your characters and stuff like that. But once you level up your character to like level 2, or like they call it star ratings. So like once it's star rating 2, each character unlocks a unique ability, which makes the game fucking crazy and super fun. I'll give you an example. I've been playing a lot of Goofy these past few days. And Goofy's special ability, you activate it and his cart goes out of control and you can't control it. But anybody that touches him gets stunned and they just wipe out. Um, the interesting thing about the items and skills in this game is that they have 2 different variations. They have just the quick use, or they have a charged use. So, for example, they have like a boost. In Mario Kart, it'd be the mushroom, right? Like you hit it once, you just get a boost. In Speedstorm, you can either use it once for a boost, or if you charge it, it does a triple boost right away. So like depending on like what your situation is, you can actually like strategize while you're racing and like figure out ways to like combat like the other racers in the game. And of course, like with everybody's different like skills, they have like certain like quirks. Like speedsters will just manually gain boost if they hit like a launch pad that helps them boost forward. Tricksters gain a lot of boost if they drift a lot. Brawlers can you can like side slam people in this game, and so like brawlers will literally like side slam people and they automatically get stunned like they got hit with an item, which is fucking crazy. And then defenders like automatically get like a special like barrier. That's just a regular item, but like defenders can just generate a barrier by themselves to kind of help defend themselves. I have been playing this game for the past like 4 days straight. I am surprisingly like really into this game for being modeled as a free to play with so many different kind of like item transactions and you know, you have to grind a little bit, but the action, like the pace of the race is actually like very fun and very quick. Like races are like 2 laps.
Well, that is pretty fast.
And it's
That's
just
great.
like,
So it's kind of one of those like you're in and out in between races pretty frequently.
yeah. And they have.
Are you playing this on?
I am currently playing on my Series X. Right now,
Oh yeah.
I think it's available everywhere. So like PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch. But it's still in early access, so you still have to buy in. It like once it officially launches, it will be free to play.
Hmm.
But like I'll give you like an example. Like the standard pack right now is like you like unlock Mickey and Donald for free. Then they let you select one other character to unlock out of like a random pool of characters. And then they gotta give you like some extra like, currency that you can use in the game, right? Um I'll say this. If you play like just the minimum amount, you can get like a decent amount for your worth. Like to this day, like without the buy-in I went in to play the game, I have not spent any money on this game. They pack this game with so much to do. It's surprising that it's free to play. Cause like you go in, they have a starter course where it helps you kind of like learn the game and also gets you items for like the main like start out characters. And then right now they're on season 1, which is kind of weird because it's still early access, but they're still doing season 1, which is kind of weird. Um but like for instance, season 1 is Monsters Inc. themed. So they have this whole like season course where it's a bunch of races that you can do and it unlocks items to upgrade like the Monsters Inc. characters. And then you have your multiplayer suite, which you have ranked and what they call regulated. Ranked is pretty much what you think. Like you go in with whatever rating like your character is, and you just kind of like, you try to do your best. And then regulated is everybody is at level 30. And it's just everybody's at an even playing field. And then of course they have like
Does
special.
the level affect like your speed or handling or anything? Like if someone who's higher level than you in rank, does that affect the race?
So it depends on the character because every character is different. In so I give you that, like if you were to upgrade Mickey, like Mickey's a speedster, so like his top speed will increase a little bit or his handling will increase a little bit. Whereas Hercules is a bruiser or like a brawler, so like his combat skills might improve a little bit or his handling might improve. Um or like Goofy's a defender, so his acceleration might increase with his upgrades. And it always varies out. And then of course you have the customization, so like you can customize like their outfits or like the carts, you can change parts out to make them look different. Um you can also have like crew members that will give you like additional boosts to your stats a little bit. And then each star ranking you unlock, you can add more to your crew and stuff like that. So it's from what I've seen right now, it's just like it's incremental because I have definitely played some multiplayer races and I have beaten people that have characters like above mine for sure. So it's not like an overall like they're gonna like outpace you. It's really like it'll give them a little bit an advantage, but like you still have to play well to get by. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a way more aggressive Mario Kart because we've all played Mario Kart every now and again. It's like when you get to a point where you're kind of just like out racing all the like AI, all the computer players.
Yeah.
I have not had one like computer player match where I get away from my opponents. Like they are usually always on my ass until the very end of the race.
Yeah.
But
what makes it more exciting that way?
It does. Because like it keeps you on your toes. You always have to like think of your strategy and how you're going into it. And just like literally like you could be like neck and neck with somebody, and then either you get your unique skill that just comes out and you just like wipe them away, or they get theirs and then you're just like fucked and you wipe out, and then the race is over. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. One thing I really like that they did, so you know how in Mario Kart when the counter's going down for the start of the race and you can do that thing where it gives you an extra boost at launch?
Mm-hmm.
And how many times you fuck that up because you don't know exactly when to bring it down?
Mm-hmm.
I know when to do it every time.
Oh, okay.
100%.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, cool
Only got
guy.
10 shots.
But for Speedstorm, they literally have a gauge on the screen when it's counting down, and each character has a different position, so it depends on like your racer. But
Oh,
when you throttle it raises the gauge, and you have to hit it in the sweet spot to get like that perfect like launch. But you can fuck up still because it's all about timing, because you could hit it too early and then you overshoot the gauge and you have to like pedal back before like the counter hits one and you go, and you still fuck up sometimes. But just that visual cue in the game, like for me, it makes like so much difference compared to Mario Kart, where Mario Kart's a
Mm-hmm.
big guessing game, where this you could just literally see where you have to go. So that was a plus for me.
you
But
like
yeah,
it? Are you liking it more than Mario Kart?
I'm liking it right now, just because we haven't had a new Mario Kart in a long ass time. Like, yeah, they're
Mhm.
releasing new tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but it's still Mario Kart 8. Like, it's still the same game that's been around since the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like as of right now, like Disney Speedstorm is a very solid kart game to play,
Nice.
at least until the next Mario Kart game comes out, which we don't know when the fuck that will be, because they have DLC planned for at least another year almost for Mario Kart 8. They said that the official launch of the game should be like end of 2023, early 2024 is when like the free to play version will come out. So I don't know like if the game will change that much like until then, but as for right now, I am having a lot of fun. Um, I mean, it's still a free to play model, so there is a lot of like, microtransactions that you can do, or there's like loot boxes that you can unlock like items and stuff like that. So that's still there. So, keep that in mind. So if you're not really into games like that, it might be like the deal breaker for you. But as far as just gameplay alone,
What was the buy-in? I think you might have said it, but I don't know if I caught it. But what did
so
it cost for you to buy in?
so the standard edition is like it was like $25.
Okay.
It's not
The
too bad.
the biggest edition, like the biggest edition is like 60.
Mhm.
So it's pretty much like it varies between like a very low budget game to like paying for like a full price game. And of course like
Mhm.
the what you get for it, like, increases the higher up you go on like the starter pack list. So like they try to make it like worth your while at least, because I think like the highest edition, like you get like 5 characters plus like the one character you pick out a list, and then you get like 12,000 like of their like fun bucks and whatnot. And you get, I think they do have a battle pass, which is called like their gold pass. And I think the highest up version gives you like 3 gold pass tokens, which is basically three season passes. Because the season pass is like one, like worth 1 credit. So it's like, oh shit, okay. So it seems like they really want people to play this game, and like out of my experience, the performance alone, just like the game, is been hooking me a lot. Also, even if you don't play the game, go look up the music on YouTube or something. That shit slaps so fucking hard. It has no purpose being this good. But like, I just want to give you this like scene. So like when you launch the game, it brings you into the tutorial, and it puts you into the Mount Olympus map from Hercules. And so this game is like a synth wavy, like electronic, like, type of like music. But for a good portion of the racetracks, they mix in original audio of Disney songs from the movies that they're portraying. So you hop into Mount Olympus and you have this like synth wave going, but then you mix the fucking muses singing fucking gospel truth.
Sounds hype.
Holy shit, it's my favorite fucking song. It goes so goddamn hard. It goes so goddamn hard. It has no purpose being that fucking hard. And I love it.
Yeah, I've seen the remix. I've seen the remixes of it being really fun.
Yeah, like especially you, Marcelo. I would suggest go like just check out the music, because like even like some of the other tracks like don't even like have that much like influence, or like have like outward influence from like the properties they represent, but it's still like really good synthwave music.
Hell yeah. When are we gonna get that Tron collab? When are we gonna see it?
Hey, the possibilities are endless, because let me just tell you the representation they have so far. So they have Mickey and Friends, they have Hercules, they have Jungle Book, they have Mulan, they have this season is Monsters Inc., so they have Monsters Inc. characters. They have,
I see pirates here on this picture.
They have Pirates of the Caribbean, and there's one character that you can only get from like their loot box, and that's Figment from Journey into Imagination from the Walt Disney World Resort Epcot like dark ride. So it's like representation as well. And they already announced that season 2 is going to be Steamboat Willie themed, which is fucking perfect for me. They're speaking directly to me.
That picture of Steamboat Willie actually looks really cool. I gotta say, they all look really cool in their racing gear. This picture too.
Yeah,
and also I like seeing that local co-op is split screen. That's nice.
So it's kind of interesting. So current consoles and like PC can do up to 4-player split screen co-op, but apparently like Xbox One and like PS4 versions can only do 2 for some reason. Like I don't know why, but hey, we all love some couch co-op, and that's fucking great. It's like being able to do split screen like that is still super good. And I think for a kart racer game, I think you need that. I think that always needs to be an option.
With your family, the Disney racing game.
But yeah, I'm a Disney fan. I'm also a fan of a good kart racer, and my personal opinion, this is a good kart racer. Like until they fuck it up, I'm gonna keep playing this game until something else comes along, or like the game burns to the ground, whatever comes
the
first.
Emperor.
I think it's in good hands. I think they'll do it justice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Gameloft, for people that kind of look at it, it's like, oh, they're like that mobile game company. It's like they still make really good games. Like there's a reason why you go to a phone store and Asphalt is usually always on like the fucking demo version of a phone. Because everybody loves Asphalt.
Asphalt was so much fun. I mean, I played it on iPads and stuff like that.
It's like a beautiful looking game for for what it is. And this game is also like really good looking. I even saw video of people playing on the Switch, and it still looks really good. So they're doing something right if they can get it to look good on the Switch.
Ooh, I might have to download it. Might have to download it on my Switch tonight.
Go for it.
There you go.
And you know what? It's crossplay as well.
Oh shit!
Crossplay.
Yeah, 2K. See you. Fucking Gameloft can do it. Disney can do it. But yeah,
It's possible.
But yeah, that's been my kind of fixation for like this past weekend. I took a break to go hang out with everybody at Matt's place, but then the next day I came back, I just went back to racing, and I was having a fun time.
Oh yeah,
And I'm probably gonna play more after we finish recording this podcast.
nice. Yeah, I should check it out.
Hey, like I said, like it's gonna be free to play eventually. So if you don't want to pay money for it, just wait until it comes out. But if you want to, $25, and you get some shit along with it. It's not a bad deal. Not really.
That's pretty solid. It's not unreasonable to ask for that.
Yeah. And then plus if you love Disney, like they, most of the voice cast is here. I know some of the characters have like their video game voice actors, and then some of them have just like their regular voice actors that you listen to like in the movies and shit like that. So if you're a Disney fan, you'll probably like this game.
Now this is pod racing.
You'll recognize the voices.
Oh, for sure. Like even
That's
like
awesome, man. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, besides that, so I kind of regret to inform the people of this podcast that I think I have officially given up on Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I told you, Joel, before that I tried going around a second time to try to play the game, and I think I just missed the boat. The game is
number one or number two?
Number one. Because I tried picking it up a few years ago. And I like the world. I like the characters and like the idea of fighting like these mechanized animals. But for me, like this game came out in like what? 2013? No. 2015?
Yeah,
same year as Breath of the Wild. It came out that like Breath of the Wild took my attention more than this did. But like I said, I like the world. Like maybe I'll try to pick up the second one. Like I know it's kind of a faux pas, like not finishing the first one and going on to the second one, but I feel like nowadays like this game just feels too old to me. And it's not enjoyable to like push through like the grind of the game, because like
yeah, I mean, gameplay between 1 and 2, because I've played 2, is not totally different. So if you're expecting a different experience, it's not that. The story's interesting. The story definitely really changes. Like I guess you can always watch like videos on the story and stuff like that. There's a ton of stuff on that, but as far as like mechanics and gameplay and stuff like that, it's essentially the same. It plays the same. It's newer. It plays like it's all new.
So like the overall like gameplay wasn't like the issue for me. It was kind of like it just felt old. It felt like the year it came out to me. Like the fact that you had to buy items to fast travel is like, what? It's like, why are we doing this? And
it's because they want you to traverse the immersive.
Yeah, they want you to see the world. I get that, but like when I'm grinding through like side quests and stuff like that, I just want to like fast travel. I don't want to have to waste my material. I think also that's another thing. You have to gather so many different kinds of material to make shit. And to like get better gear. Which is like
the furs and stuff like that.
Furs, like just like, items that you get from like beating big bosses, which is another thing. Like I'm playing on normal difficulty and I'm getting my ass kicked a lot. And that's like getting your ass kicked a lot is fine, but like after a while, when you just like want to like progress and you can't, like, yeah, I could dumb it down a little bit, but it's just like, I want to. I think it's just like one of those things where it's like it wants to be like an RPG, but also wants to be like an action adventure game, which I guess isn't like a big difference. But it's just like I just want to be able to play as Aloy and it's like go fight fucking monsters and not have to worry about, oh, my tunic gives me, a +2 to my, fire like resistance, or like I have to like go, halfway across the map to go find these items that help me, craft this new bowcaster that will do shock damage or something like that.
That's the exact reason for me why I've stopped playing Assassin's Creed's game.
That's what I was going to say. It sounds just like that, actually. It sounds like Odyssey a lot, actually.
Like, that's why, like, I just dropped off. It was just too much. The grind was too much, and I just missed, like, the old school, like, Altair, like, just going in and you'd get new gadgets and stuff like that, but you weren't, like, worried about, like, the rarity of your cloak or anything like that,
Mm-hmm. I don't know. For me, I guess it's just because I've been into like the Assassin's Creed world for so long that I just, my brain just kind of like divides the experience.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just like for some reason, like I couldn't click all the way with Horizon Zero Dawn, which really sucks. Because like I said, I like a lot of like the things in the game. It's just there's something that's just not clicking for me, and I think I'm at a point now where this is my second try, and I've had the game for like 3 years now, and I think I got Jedi Survivor to play this coming Friday. I can't focus my time and energy on this anymore.
That's fair. So after Ragnarok, I'll give it a shot. But if I'm feeling the same way, maybe I'll put it on easy. I'm becoming that person. I don't care anymore about hard shit.
Oh no,
anymore.
Yeah, I'll put it on baby mode if I have to. If I like the game enough. But yeah, I don't. It's unfortunate. Like I said, maybe I'll just like look up like the ending to the story and then just go on to maybe try the sequel.
You need to watch the story because Lance Reddick's in the story.
That was another thing I told Joel this like an episode or two ago. Like I wanted to like play through the game because like he's in it, and I want to see his performance because it's like we're not going to get that many more performances. I don't know what other work he's been doing, like he did before he passed, but it's like Lance Reddick does such good work, and I know he like. I think the last time I played it, I just got introduced to his character, and so it's like it pains me to say that I don't know if I'll be going back to it, but
just go on YouTube and watch the cutscenes, man. It's okay, and then you can play the second one.
Okay, he's in the second. He's in the second one, right? I think I saw that he was in the second one too, right?
I don't remember. I didn't get very far in the game.
Okay.
I think it was one of those things where I started playing it and then I got distracted by Destiny. Which
fair.
This week, Jedi Survivor will come out and I'll get distracted by that. So
hell yeah.
And then Tears of the Kingdom.
Fuck. The next few weeks is gonna be fucking wild for games.
Tears of the Kingdom is Zelda, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. I hated Breath of the Wild.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Did you tell us this before?
Like Zelda games.
Yeah,
I think so. I've never really talked about it. Zelda games just aren't my jam.
Just like
I just don't enjoy them.
The like environment in general. Just kind of like the.
Yeah, I've never enjoyed a Zelda game.
Okay.
Hot take.
That's fine.
It's my hot take of the night.
Well, let me just put it this way: Breath of the Wild is the first Zelda game I completed.
Like I completed Ocarina of Time. I did not complete Majora's Mask, but
I rented Ocarina of Time and had a save file that somebody beat already, so I had all the. See, I think that's the thing because like looking back, when I like used to rent Ocarina of Time for like Blockbuster, I didn't progress in the story. I just explored and went throughout the world and just kind of fucked around. So I think that's why I like Breath of the Wild so much, because that's all that is. You're just going around exploring and finding shit to do.
I had a PlayStation.
I think I saw this funny TikTok about people who complain about games with like weapons that have like durability, but it's like it was like the durability. Like I like to have something and just run with it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like if it breaks on me, then I'm like,
But Marcelo,
that was
in Tears of the Kingdom, you could just attach a rock to a stick.
Mm-hmm. A mushroom to a shield.
Or a shield to a sword.
I'm gonna wait on Survivor, and I'm gonna wait on Tears of the Kingdom. Look, I'll get to them, especially like when I go to my trip to Philippines. I'll probably be playing Tears of the Kingdom on the plane for like 10 hours straight. But I think this.
You're gonna wait on Jedi Survivor, dude?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on it. It's fine. I mean, I waited to play Fallen Order, so it's fine.
You better be careful,
Wow.
because
Are you even a fan?
I'm all about that Galaxy Quest announcement that I shared with you guys.
All to say is you better be careful, because apparently today somebody leaked spoilers for the game already.
Already?
Already.
God damn, dude.
Like we are
Come
T-minus
on.
3 days away from release, and someone's already released spoilers for the game.
How much clout do you need?
So watch out. Be careful.
I was gonna start something else though this week. Finally,
Oh yeah?
I'm doing Ragnarok this week. It's happening.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
I know Survival will be there for me and Tears of the Kingdom, but
are you gonna
Ragnarok?
Are you just gonna play it, or are you gonna stream it?
I feel like I have to stream. I streamed the first one. Maybe I'll do like the side quests and stuff on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't stream the Valkyrie fights though, or maybe I did stream a couple of them, but but yeah, it was what a ride that was. So I think I have to. Yeah.
I will say without spoiling anything, the side quests for Ragnarok have way more story weight than 2008 does, or 2018 does.
Oh. God damn it! I guess I got to stream it all.
But it's all good though. It's like it's all
That's all I've heard. And no spoilers yet. Thank God.
That's good.
I almost saw a couple, but
dude, I can't wait. I'm gonna watch your streams to relive fucking Ragnarok, because that shit's a ride and a half.
I've been waiting, and I think it's time. Lost Legacy will come, but I think Ragnarok it'll be Ragnarok, Lost Legacy, maybe at the same time, and then Last of Us 2, and maybe Horizon thrown there. Oh, I still have Valhalla though. Fuck. And then fucking Mirage is coming. Fuck.
You don't need to play Valhalla.
I bought it though. Like a fool.
You don't need to play it. Yeah, you don't need to play that.
I'll play it on easy mode. Just blaze through it.
Marcelo, when was the last Assassin's Creed game you liked?
I liked Odyssey. It was just the grind got to be too much. I started Valhalla, but again, I just kind of got bogged down.
Very fair.
Assassin's Creed 2 was my last favorite Assassin's Creed game.
Okay, that's a solid one. I could see that.
Everybody loves
no, that's not true. That's not true. 3 was good. Anything with Connor. I still haven't played Black Flag, so I can't speak to that.
Bruh.
It is definitively probably one of the best.
It's just fun.
Yeah, I think that's why. It's just straight hijinks and fun.
It's like, I feel like 4 is like a last hurrah to like the style that was introduced in 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got your dual wielding, you got pretty much the best that naval combat will ever get in Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I even like the one that had like where you had like the group of people, but where you like could assign people to stuff. I think. Which one was that?
Revelations or Brotherhood?
Brotherhood, maybe? I don't remember.
Brotherhood was just stupid fun. I love that game. But Revelations, like, oh, it hit me, man. That fucking game. I loved Revelations.
Are you, Marcelo? I think of the one that was in Rome.
No, I don't remember. I feel like it was like the British one.
Syndicate?
I don't remember, dude.
Yeah, the one in England was
so many. Been so many.
There's been a lot. There's been a lot. Yeah, I believe that's it for me. Is there anything you guys wanted to bring up before we kind of wrap it up here?
I just mentioned it really quickly, but there is going to be a Galaxy Quest show, which I'm super surprised about.
Wait, what?
Yeah, IGN shared that someone is producing, probably someone important, but there's going to be a Galaxy Quest show. So like Star Trek, but not. I'm assuming maybe it's by Paramount.
Are they bringing back the cast?
I do not think so. I think it is. It's like a reboot. I'm assuming. I didn't look any further.
Do you want to give Tim Allen more work?
And the second thing was, for those who don't know, they finally put some of the Spider-Man movies on Disney Plus. Finally, not all of them though.
Oh yeah,
they put Homecoming,
I think Amazing Spider-Man 1
Amazing
is there,
Spider-Man 1,
but not 2.
And of course the Tobey movies, and I think Venom 1 as well. Not Venom 2, not No Way Home, not Far From Home, and not Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm not sure what the reasoning is. Maybe Sony has a deal, or they want more sales or some shit. I don't know. It's just strange. Like, of all the things, Amazing Spider-Man 2 isn't there. I don't know. I just found that super bizarre.
I mean, hey,
yeah,
finally get some Spider-Man though.
And Venom of all things, but not Venom 2. That movie's been out for a minute.
Yeah, like, they're probably still trying to milk it.
What? From me, the one person who bought the Blu-ray?
No.
What'd you say, Marcelo?
Morbius on there?
Disney would not want that.
Not yet. No they might secretly insert it. You know, they might be like, "We know you're curious." Oh, apparently, Craven is R-rated. I saw. I mean, their first R-rated Disney movie or R-rated superhero movie. I guess
Sony Marvel movie. Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna snap a rhino's neck or something. I don't know. So that's all I got. I'm sure I'll remember something after. He's gonna break Spider-Man's leg on the side, bone sticking out.
It can't be as bad as Morbius, can it?
Is that how low the bar is? Like,
yes, of course.
Yeah, you're right, but I don't.
Oh my.
I don't know. I'll pay for your ticket. You pay for mine. So at least we say we didn't pay for it individually. Sure. In case it's worse than Morbius. I don't know. Marcelo, do you think it's gonna be worse than Morbius, even though you love Morbius?
I don't know. So who knows these days?
Okay. Do you think Craven's gonna be better than Shazam 2?
Yes.
Ow.
Okay. All right. You heard it here.
Yeah.
Hot takes.
Hot takes. All right. I think that'll be it for us. We're gonna wrap it up here.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. Sorry this wasn't a live version, so we'll be back though live next time. But before we
have to talk about the Mandalorian.
Yes, season 3, baby.
That is coming. The Mandalorian talk will be coming up next, so watch out for that. But before we go, Marcelo, you went through a little bit of rebranding, so would you like to tell people where they could find you now?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them.
On Twitch or Instagram, you can find me at Marcelo double Sanchez. And on Twitter, it's Marcelo2Sanchez.
Hey, yo.
Twitter doesn't allow long usernames.
Yeah, it doesn't allow a lot of things, apparently, no.
Yeah.
What about you, Joel?
You can find me as the Mad Mac Monster Mind on Instagram, TikTok, and no, not Twitch. It's still Acoustic Avenger on Twitch, Acoustic Avenger on Twitter. I should just combine them all. Yep. Find me there. Find my music there. Brian, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me on pretty much everywhere at Brian Saber, but of course on Instagram and Twitter, it's Brian_Saber. Find me on, I have some things on TikTok. You can also find me on Twitch sometimes at twitch.tv/Brian Saber. And yeah, you can also just find us here every week or so for more nerdy conversations. And we appreciate you guys listening and watching. So remember, until next time, keep on nerding.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.